You know, I often ask myself, why am I out here? Why am I out here grinding so hard? Then I come up with a simple answer. I do this for the people. I do this for the people that may want better, but don't know how to do any better. You know, I really don't care what nobody say about me. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep going hard. I'm going to keep staying strong. All I know how to do is be me. I don't shake and fake for anyone. I'm going to be real with you. Sometimes I may sound a little hood. Sometimes I may sound educated. But at the end of the day, it's all me. I only know how to be real, and I only know how to keep it 100. Hence the name Points Blank. When people talk about greatness, I want my name to come up in several conversations. But not until I see everyone, and I mean everyone, rise to the top, then I just may acknowledge the title greatness. I don't know a lot of things, but one thing I know is I don't do it for the clout. I do it from the heart, ladies and gentlemen. I do it from the heart.
What it do, ladies and gentlemen, what it do? Welcome to the Points Blank Experience. It is your boy Rod, the host that sometimes does the most. And I want to thank everybody for tapping in tonight. Surprise, surprise. That's why I say have those notifications set. Have those subscriptions ready, because what I want to do is try to bring news as it happens. And, you know, I saw an article yesterday, hence the thumbnail that you've seen, talking about a young man that played with the LSU Tigers. And as you can see, I have an LSU helmet up here. No, I do not attend LSU. I am not from Louisiana. That stands for Louisiana State University. But I like the football team. You know, you have the Jeffersons that came from LSU. You got the Odell Beckham Juniors. You know, so many. They used to be DBU, or Defensive Back University. And I had never heard of this player, but as I read, it did say star athlete, bright future. And I didn't really listen to the rest of it. I went on about my business. But today, I guess fate happened, because I decided to listen to the rest of it. Hey, welcome to the Points Blank Experience. My name is Rod, and on this channel we have two concepts. We have real talk from a point blank perspective. And this is more than a YouTube channel. It's an experience, baby, and I'm going to show you that. We're also broadcasting on a brand new podcast, Points Blank Gumbo, where everything's in the pot. You might see Points Blank Travel. You might see Investing with Rod. You might see the Points Blank Experience. You might see the Real Talk with Rod podcast. Everything is going to be clips over there. Stay tuned for that. We are also broadcasting on Facebook. And with all that being said, man, I got some stuff on my chest. If you've never been to a Real Talk with Rod situation, or a video, or a live stream, I ain't got time to be sugarcoating nothing. I'm going to give you my opinion. My opinion could be a little harsh. I'm going to warn you right now. Depending on how emotional I am about the topic, it could be a word or two that's not extremely popular. It may slip out. It won't be on purpose. But I want to not only bring up what's in the news. I'm not necessarily with this. I don't even want to think about the family. But I'm not trying to get popularity from the news or the bad situation. I'm thinking about how can I possibly reach others. No age limit. I'm not talking about the 5-year-olds or the 12-year-olds or the 20-year-olds or the 40-year-olds. I'm talking about how can I reach? You never know. It could be an 85-year-old person talking to you that'll say one thing to you that can change your whole day, your whole month, your whole life. And it could be an 8-year-old that do the same thing. Could say something that would, I've had it with my little, let me see, first a third cousin. down in Arkansas. I went down there, man, and she just, boy, I just gravitated. And she said some stuff to me that has changed parts of my life. Anyway, what I want to do today is focus on prevention. We can't stop in life. We can't stop. This life is not a movie. It's not a fire stick. It's not a smart TV. We can't hit stop, rewind 10 seconds and 20 seconds and a whole 7 minutes and do it over. Life keeps going. So we can't rewind. And we can't even fast forward. We got to stay on play. But while we're on play, we can establish mental situations. So when we do get to that point that we can't fast forward to, we are prepared and could prevent some situations that could have a negative impact. Let me say that again. We will be prepared to be able to prevent negative situations that may be standing in front of us. When I was a young man, my mother said, hey, son, you're going to face things in your life. You're going to have several choices. You can go over it. You can go around it. You may be able to go under it, or you could turn around and run the other way, or you could stop for a moment and just think and make a logical decision. And sometimes we don't think about logical decisions. Why? Because we're not even thinking about tomorrow. We're living for today. And now I want to start with something. I mean, this happened so fast I didn't really get to prepare. So none of this is scripted. This is all from the dome, baby. But I want y'all to think of the letter I. I as in India or igloo. Just the letter I. And if you have the letter I, now if I want to make I play a couple games on YouTube. I thought I was pretty good on with the Wheel of Fortune and Family Feud and all that. So you take I. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a U and an N in front of the I and a T and a Y at the end of the I. Again, this ain't scripted, baby. I don't need to sit up and write this down like I'm running for president. This is stuff I'm thinking about. So now we went from I, put the U and the N and the T and the Y. Now we have unity. If we stop thinking about I and start having some unity, maybe Rod would not have the thumbnail that he has on the screen right now. Maybe Rob wouldn't be live talking about what he get ready to talk about if we just had a little more unity and a little less I. Well, we're going to go a step further. So we got the I, then we put the U and the N in there. I ain't got time to be trying to do those spelling bees, but if we take some C's, some O's, and 2 M's, a C, a O, 2 M, maybe 1, and then put it in front of that unity. Now we have community. I hope I ain't going over nobody's head. In case y'all don't know, I don't drop no damn gems and nuggets. I drop boulders, baby. I'm going to hit you upside the head, points, blank. I'm going to hit you right between the eyes. You like it? Stay around, hit subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. You don't like it, I'm sorry. Somebody else probably live right now talking about something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like what's the lady Barbie doll or something? Who cares? So, we're all selfish. We're worried about ourselves. Then we get a little unity. We get a couple other people we got the same mindset. Then we put the COMM in front of the unity. Now we got a whole community that can possibly help with the situation. Notice I ain't even mentioned this young man's name, Kyren Lacy, because I got the thumbnail. I don't want to disrespect his family. I don't know what this man was doing. I know a couple of things, and I'm going to talk about it because it's going to be a segue into what are we talking about today? Possible prevention. Man, I used to hear a little young person say something. I've gone about my business. Now everything they say, I'm kind of paying attention. Maybe it happens when you get a certain age, because I ain't no different than I was 5 years ago, but I'm paying more attention. When the people say old school, I used to get bad because I didn't want to get old, but now it's a sign of respect. When they hold the door open for me and I'm 15 miles from the door because I'm still in my car, that's a sign of respect. And these are young people, so that let me know there are still some young people out there with manners that's being raised right, that do give a damn, that think about their elders, that want to be future Rods, future whoever else is in this live stream that's living a positive life. You got a few of them out there, but then you got the people that will see me right there. I could have a crutch in one hand, a cane in the other hand, and a cash right here. They'll let me get 5 steps from the door and let it close. It's just like Earth, Wind, and Fire said. That's just the way of the world. I mean, I can't get mad at him. Last time I checked, he don't work at 7-Eleven to hold the door open. It's a courtesy. But if we get a lot less eyes and a little more of those unities and a lot more of the communities, we can have people. I see elderly people that they can't even open the door. And then I see little younger generation walk by dropping F-bombs and S-bombs or whatever the other bomb, A-bombs and all these other, cursing up a storm. Not in my time. Now we're going to talk about the book, man. We always talking about books. Books and covers. What's that cliche saying? You can't judge a book by its cover. And typically, and I'm going to take Rod's life. Now, when I say you can't, I've heard several times you can't judge a book by its cover. And in my line of business, I'm a businessman by nature. I worked at dealerships, and we were taught real quick. And I did it too. Don't let that person come in with some holy, I ain't talking about holy like you're going to heaven. I'm talking about some jeans with some holes in them and 2 mismatched flip-flops and a t-shirt on backwards. That could be the person that got the money. While you over here worried about, I can't say what I'm about to say. Sweet Willie, who over here got his 3-piece Sunday best on from last Easter and thinking he about to buy the biggest car of the lot, he can't even get approved. Meanwhile, you done let the holy mismatched flip-flop wearing dude walk right on by you. He got the money, and the one that looked like he got the money ain't got the money. You're judging a book by its cover. He ain't got the money, dressed to the nines. He got the money, looked like 10 cans of Get Back, baby. I don't even want to talk to him. I don't know what he been doing. He like he done mowed the lawn and had the mule and planted some corn. I don't even want to talk to him. I might get dirty just talking to him. But I'll go over here and talk to Sweet Willie because he cleaner than steamed chitlins. And for the people in the country, you clean some chitlins, you better steam them. You know what I mean. But anyway, so we judge the book by its cover, but y'all look at the picture of Kyren Lacy, and it was a reverse role. This young man, from looking at him, and now we about to get to the meat and potatoes. Looking at this young man, he didn't have a problem in the world. Most pictures, even it looked like he was, every picture I saw, he was almost smiling. Or smiling. He about to hit somebody on the football field and he's smiling. So Rod and most of the planet would think this young man is okay. We're judging a book by its cover. I think on the thumbnail I got a picture of him in a suit. I got a picture of him in his football uniform, and I got a picture of him in an orange uniform. Individual is the suit. Star athlete, suspect, felony. Felony hit and run. Could be. He's innocent till proven guilty, and I pray to God he get out of this. I do. I just like the way the little young man looked. But he may have to wait because of a decision. But if we take these communities and stop judging books by the cover. Now, I'm going to tell you, just because the cover of that book had a nice suit, a uniform. Oh, I didn't tell y'all this. He was eligible for the NFL draft. Money, just he probably was dreaming about money. Because he about to be a star in the NFL. Even if you don't even play, you get a bunch of money. But when something happened, I got to go forward a little bit. I'm going to get back to that book. Something happened. I want to say in December 2024, he was in a car accident. Unfortunately, he killed a Marine and injured 2 people. Now you're really looking to see you got somebody that served the country, a Marine, probably honorable discharge. You got problems on top of problems. So that individual's gone. I don't know how this happened. I didn't get a chance, so I can't speak on that. All I know, smile, star athlete. Somebody got hit in a car and then he took off. He left. He didn't stay there because fear is something else. Fear with me, a grown man, 55 years old. I'm surrounded by 4 pit bulls. Fear set in, baby. I got scared. I ain't too proud to say it. So this young man now on the run, some kind of way with it. I don't know if he turned himself in or they caught him. I don't know. But I do know that the NFL got word of this and pulled his eligibility. So in a snap of a finger, he went from model-looking young man, star athlete, to I'm on the run. And my dream, he probably dreamed about the NFL since the elementary, middle school. Back then they called it junior high school when I went. High school. Now he in college. He's living his dream. He's possibly about to go to the NFL. And just like that, it's snatched away from him. He went from one uniform to another. He went from the classic LSU Tiger down in Death Valley where they play in Louisiana. From that uniform to a uniform, he had his name on the back of the jersey when he played at LSU. And the young man, by misfortune, is now possibly, he's innocent until proven guilty, possibly going to be behind bars, and he's going to have a different uniform on, and instead of the name being in the back, he's going to have a number in the front, and it ain't going to spell nothing, because when you get there, I'm not going to say you're not nothing, but you might not be your last name no more. You now become a number. What if wouldn't nobody remember nobody if we got to run around remembering 7, 8 numbers? I can remember Smith and Johnson and Henry and all that. But if I got to remember 053718, I ain't going to be talking to nobody because I ain't going to remember nobody's name. And if you think about it, it almost, to Rod, I can't sleep with nobody, it almost translates from, I'm just using a name, Bojangle. The last name Bojangle is translating from the name Bojangle to almost a nothing. Because now you're just a bunch of numbers. We sit up on these laptops and computers. I'm kind of like the Black MacGyver. I've done a lot of stuff in my life. In the Navy, I worked in IT. I taught information systems. In San Diego, I was in charge of every information systems administrator school in the U.S. Navy worldwide. I know that it ain't nothing but a bunch of ones and zeros that run computers. A bunch of ones that we don't see them. I ain't got no ones and zeros up on this laptop up on, but they exist. Listen to me, y'all, but it's like they're not there. Now back to this book. So this young man, the cover of his book looked pretty. Glossy, 4D photo or 3D photo, 4K image, whatever they got these days. I can't keep up with all this stuff. But when you open the book up, first thing, it had a little bit of dust on the pages. I tried to read the preface, but I got a little confused. But I got to page 1. And I ain't talking about this man's life. He didn't write no book. This is an analogy, people. Don't judge a book by its cover. But then as I flipped the pages, the pronunciation wasn't right. The grammar wasn't right. I had no idea what the main idea was. I don't even know what I was reading. I don't even know what it was about. I purchased the book because of the cover, but when I got home and looked at the pages in between, I had a problem. This young man, after the accident, I do know this, after the accident, not immediately, a little time passed by, they found his car. He crashed his car with a self-inflicted wound. I'm not into law enforcement. I'm not into the medical field, but I do watch Chicago PD, and right now I'm serious as I don't know what, but he was DOA, dead on arrival. Well, as I like to say, I don't like to use that word. He was deceased on arrival. Promising future. Everything at his fingertips. Get good grades. This is how we think. Get good grades. Pass your last few classes of college. Don't get hurt on a football field. And you can not only possibly make your mother and your father, or only your mother, your siblings, your grandma, whoever raised you, your auntie, and you're from the country, your auntie, you could possibly change their life. And how many times do we hear of a star athlete going back to their hometown or wherever and buying their mama or daddy a house? I don't know him, But the famous, the man that played alongside Michael Jordan for many years, Scottie Pippen, lived about 30, 40 miles, minutes, whatever, from where I grew up in Arkansas, a little small town. Didn't even play with the University of Arkansas. I played for Central Arkansas, which is not as big of a college. I'm about to get in these comments too. He went to the Bulls, became big. He went back to Arkansas to move his parents into this big old house. They said, no, son, this is our home. We don't want to go to a new house because this is our home. When our children, our nephews, our nieces, our friends' kids, our friends' nieces and nephews, when they walk into our home, let's make sure they understand they ain't just walking to anybody's house and they gonna act like they got some sense. They gonna show that they got some manners. And damn it, if they come over here 5 times, I guarantee you I'm gonna change. Matter of fact, they come over here 3 times, they gonna be a different young person. If they can change me in the United States boot camp in 12 weeks with 2 people, I had 2 drill sergeants, 80 people, and they changed all of, well, most of us, like 70 of us. 10 of them dropped out. 2 people changed 70 people. How many people know somebody that went to boot camp? I was a hot mess when I went to boot camp. I had parts in my hair, Newports. I had golden seal because I'm trying to seal up some. I was a hot mess when I got to boot camp. When I came back home, I left in September. When I came back home in December, my mama didn't even know me. I was a changed. I wasn't a changed man. I had become a man because I was a boy. I thought I was a changed man, but I was a boy. I left Arkansas, boy, went to Illinois, Great Lakes to be exact, right outside Chicago, and came back to Arkansas as a man. And why? Because inside those 4 walls, when I was in basic training, boot camp, there was Billy Rod, I'm going to use a fictitious last name, Rod Tore from the Flow Up Johnson, has now arrived at boot camp, ready for duty, sir. And in it wasn't even 12, it was like 8 weeks, I went back home, Seaman Apprentice Johnson, no ride. And my mama cried like a baby. But we had a village in Arkansas. We had a little more than unity. We had a village. But when I went to boot camp, that was a community, ladies and gentlemen. How did 2 people change 80 and we got 2 people in one house that can't change 1? Somebody help me understand the math. How in the world can Rod and his spouse or his girlfriend can't change this little kid's life? And it's just one of them. But then you got 2 people that change the lives of 80 different people that from all walks of life. And some of them crazy and some of them ain't crazy. And some of them, we don't know what they are. How can 2 change 80 but 2 can't change 1, man? Somebody help it make sense. I'm jumping in the comments, man. I dropped the mic. I ain't got a mic. I'm dropping with you. I dropped it. It don't make sense. And as you can tell, I'm pretty passionate about this because, man, I'm personally getting tired of our young men and women not experiencing life. That's what this all boiled down to. I look at the things I've accomplished. I look at the things I've messed up. I look at the accomplishments that I've made from messing up. I look at how I disappointed my mother. I look at how I regained that trust. I look at a whole lot of stuff, and I'm still here living to work on Rod. And these people, they ain't even getting past 12, 15. They ain't even getting to working on themselves because something ignorant is happening to them. Or Rod is looking at the cover of the book, but he's not opening up. And I see a lot of people, I'm retired, man. You never know why. I may be at Kroger standing, leaning back on the shopping cart. You're up, out in the parking lot and they park. I may be leaning there just checking out the scene. And I may say what's up to a young man and talk to him. I ain't got nothing else to do unless I'm recording. Man, let me jump in the comment. How many people we got in here? 6 real homies. I appreciate y'all. I almost did this on PBT, but I can't throw everything on PBT that's not credit related. If that means lower numbers over here, so be it. I see we got the Mighty Meeting Eye, and here we got Why Love's Motivated. I am at the bottom. Let me go back to the top. I think I'm out of breath, man. Y'all, you've been hearing me talking about it a lot lately. 2024. Well, I decided probably about 2 nights ago, as I was having a meeting of the minds with myself. I decided about 2 nights ago. I didn't have a rough year in 2024. I didn't have a bad year. I didn't have a terrible year. I had a challenging year. Because guess what? Knock on wood, by the grace of God and everything else, I'm about to have a heck of a 2025. I was prepared in 2004 with humongous challenges. Y'all have no idea. I experienced stuff I never thought I would. It bled into 2005 with the pit bull attack and the first time having a cast. But in the words of Antoine Fisher in the movie he did with Denzel, pit bull attacks, hospital visits. They don't know what's wrong with me. One day I got sarcoidosis, the next day I got a blood clot. Then the third day I ain't got neither one of them. And I had never had them. They just told me I did. I think they were making up stuff. But in the words of Antoine Fisher, even going through all that, yes, I had a support system. I'm not going to lie. I didn't do all this by myself. But I did it with my support system and the grace of God. And I can say, if you ever get a chance, watch that movie. I'll probably watch it tonight. Antoine Fisher. Real story, true story. Derek Luke, Denzel Washington. And he told a lady that did him wrong. The same way that life may do us wrong, or we feel like life is doing us wrong. He went back to visit because he wanted to get it off his chest. And he told her, she treated him like crap. And he told her, you listen to me, it's my time. I'm still standing. I'm still strong. Like my mama told me, I had bumps in the road. Matter of fact, she left out an option. Could have went over it, could have went under it, could have went around it, could have stood there and thought about it, could have ran. But more importantly, one of the things she forgot, could have just laid down. And when you lay down, a lot of times you don't get back up. But y'all know what I did? I went under a little bit, I went to the right, I went over a little bit, went back to the left, went under a little bit. And baby, I'm still standing and still strong. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let me jump in these comments. All right, we got Lisa in the house. Says, good evening. How you doing, Lisa? How you doing? Glad to have you in here. Hope you hit that subscribe button. That subscribe button is the black button down below. Baby, I always have to throw that there. It used to be red, purple, green, some color in the Crayola box. But now it's black and says subscribe. To the left of that, you're going to see the notification bell. You want to hit that. Make sure you select all. It's going to default to personalized. Make sure you select all so you get future notifications. You never know. I may go live. I may do a video. I may be out here. I did a cereal challenge on this channel one time. Go back and check that out. Hilarious. I had to eat 10 million Fruit Loops in like 20 minutes or something, like 18 minutes. And then I had to eat a peach. And it was hilarious. But you never know. We got my fam in the house. We got your favorite couple. We got my homeboy Shelton. Y'all, I've been meaning to call Shelton today. We usually text, and I'm just being transparent. And I meant to call him. I didn't want to text him. I wanted to call him. But then time, some kind of way the clock in my house went double time. So I didn't get a chance to call him. Hopefully it's not too late when I'm done with this. But he and his wife, Key, very, very important in my life, and they are a part of the alliance. And it says, good evening, PBE and chat. And we got another members of the alliance. We got Joe and Chrissy. Keep it up with the Griffin. Says, hello, everyone. What is going on, fam? Much love. Man, you know what? I missed the game night last night, man. I think it was Q&A. Boy, you know, when I interview, I be having some questions. But it was over. It was like over an hour before I got there, man. You know, I apologize for that. And the Griffin said, what's up, Rod, man? You know, I've been watching these old shows. I was watching some comedian the other day talking about the language of old school brothers, man. I keep saying I'm going to bring it back. So when people ask me stuff like, what's up, Rod? You know, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. If you got some grease there, we can have some peace. Something they said, man. I was in there laughing, you know, living alone, man. That's one good thing about living alone. You live alone, you can laugh at something stupid as hell. And there ain't nobody but you. So if you think it's funny, you can laugh. Like I've been in, you know, the house with other people. You over there cracking up and you look around the room and ain't nobody else laughing except you. You feel kind of stupid. Well, you don't have that problem if you ride. Cause ain't nobody here. I just, boy, I be at 3 o'clock in the morning and watch. Facts. Life is not a fire stick yet, man. See, I got Shelton Keel in here now. Yeah, man. And Shelton used to help, not used, he still do, come up with these analogies. You know, don't ask me where I thought of a fire stick. I guess because that's what I'm using. I would have said remote control a few years ago. But man, you can't rewind it. And your favorite couple boys speaking up to everybody, say yo, and then the girlfriend's probably speaking back, yep. And keep it up with the Griffin said that might need to be a t-shirt. Why I see life is not a. Hey, okay, hey y'all. Hey, public service announcement. Don't nobody steal my idea now. I don't care where you live. You can live in Anchorage, Alaska. You can live wherever. I don't care where you live. Buckaloo, Florida. I don't care. I'm gonna find you. If I see a t-shirt that says "Life is not a fire stick," I'm gonna snatch it off. Man, I'm already charged. If I do that for real, they gonna have me on camera. Hey, here's what he said, Your Honor. He's gonna snatch it. Man, don't y'all be stealing my stuff, man. Well, Shelter, help me remember that. Why loves, help me to remember that, cause I be the forgotten, man. I be the forgot by the night. All right, man. And your favorite couple said, "Oh, they speaking with you. We agree. Okay, y'all agree on a t-shirt too, man. I'm gonna give me a t-shirt, y'all. Hey, y'all. Speaking of t-shirts, it's kind of hard, so I'm gonna have to do it like this because I can't do nothing with this hand. But I am rocking Graphene Physiques. This is Marcus Brooks' company. He and Kayla Moore, they are part of the alliance. They kind of shifted more so from YouTube over to Instagram. They have over 50,000 followers. I can't even get to 1,000, you know. And they do stuff like it. I was telling Why Loves today, the most interesting stuff you do is the stuff to get the view. Y'all, hold up, y'all. Let me get my preacher thing here. Hold up. They go on dates at the gas station. And it's actually pretty cool if you watch them. But I hear, this is what Rod here. Real talk with Rod. So, hey, y'all, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. Please don't leave, though. This is a scenario. I'm at work where I ain't got no job. So I had one of my homies come over here. He said, yeah, man. What's up, Roddy? What's up, bro? Hey, man, chilling, man. I had a good time last night, man. Went on a gas station date. Whoa! You went where? Yeah, man, I met this little nice young lady. We went on a gas station date. I ain't going to even ask nothing else about her because I'm really believing he ain't going to never see her again because he took her to a date at the gas station. What you going to do? Wear some red bottoms at the gas station and slip on aisle 4? Because the icy machine be dripping when ain't nobody used. Man, so they had me kind of confused. I was like, wait a minute, how they? So I watched it, and they be in there like they really be serious. I don't know what, man. They be in there trying like blueberry crunch Cheetos and Fruit Loop Doritos. They be trying all kind of stuff, man. It just tripped me out. But anyway, y'all, I ain't gonna try. We got Lisa J. Stocks in the house. Says, why the cats? What happened? I got attacked by 4 pit bulls. By the grace of God, I'm still here. And the more people I talk to, the less people I want to talk to that know about dogs because they scare me. Because I really could have got messed up. And seriously, by the grace of God, all it is a cast. When I fell in slow motion, even though everything else was happening fast, and landed on my wrist. If you look, I have some very small wrists, man. I have my mama's hand and wrist, and you know, I wish I had some choices with it. Like when I was in the womb, I could have pressed a couple buttons and chose, you know, where I wanted to be, cool, you know, good at, you know, my body parts that I want, you know, like my credit card. I don't want points blank travel. You can use your credit card and get 5% back in 2 places. Let me have a big wrist and something else, you know, not this. I mean, this ain't even right. I'm a man. I got my mama's wrist. Anyway, so I fell, Lisa. After I survived the attack, my wrist kept swelling. Went to the emergency room and they told me it was broke. And everybody I told, didn't nobody believe me. I think that hurt me more than let me quit. They didn't though. They didn't believe me, man, because they said I make stories sound too good. But hey, girl. Man, we got Meet and I part of the lines in the house. Hey, man, I was gonna wear one of y'all's shirts. Not the Meet and I wore, but I got one. I won one on Summit. It's the M and I, the latest one y'all did. But I said, no, man, I don't want nobody to think that stuff free, and I'm just getting it because I pay for it just like everybody else. So I rocked markers, and I got to get me a Your Favorite Couple T-shirt because somebody done took all my T-shirts. What up, PBE? Peace to the chat. What it do? What it do? And me and I, they speaking, and we got Why Loves to Motivate. Got that Rich, part of the PBE Network Executive Team. Now, good evening, PBE in chat. In case y'all confused, PBE is short. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. It's short for we just leave the T out. Points Blank Experience. So you're going to see PBE on this channel, PBT for Points Blank Travel, IWR for Investment with Rod. Sound kind of stupid. They don't flow like PBT. You know, I can make a rap with that. You know, you want to roll with me on PBT or PBE. But then when you get to the IWR, ain't no rap. Maybe I got to make a rock song or something because, you know, you want to get in the car, roll with IWR. That sounds so whack. They wouldn't let me perform in the bathroom with that. So anyway, y'all, what is that little thing? I see an emoji. I'm scared to say what I see. Can somebody explain what that little emoji? Because people be doing me like that, and I ain't gonna lie. Maybe my computer tripping, but it look kind of offensive. It look like something hanging out his head, man. Y'all look at it, and y'all, you know it ain't scripted. I ain't got no glass, so I tend to see better. I don't know. I think these things going by. So it's an emoji. At first, I thought he was pointing at him. Y'all, somebody help me. I don't know what that is. Anyway, hey, Griffin, Meat and I doing something to you. I don't know what they doing to you, but they got a little emoji with something hanging out of his head. Y'all, this is so fun, man. I should start doing this every night, man. To get over here to talk about anything. Last night I ate some potted meat and crackers. I was celebrating the independence of Walter the Wino back. Let me quit tripping, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, man, it's good to be back on YouTube, man. You know, and here we go. Hey, yo. Oh, they got, man. Yo. Yeah, yo be dissecting my live stream. I never know. I be think I doing good, and she'll tell me I ventured off too much. And Your Favorite Couple is speaking to everybody in the club getting spoke to. So, hey, if you're in the bushes, man, if you were in here and you are not, what you call that, commenting or whatever, just, you know, throw in a comment. We have been rolling for 37 minutes. But anyway, we're gonna be in, and it was just a new rule. Rod got a new rule. If ain't nobody talking, I ain't gonna be on here. Y'all, this is real talk. I put a live stream on this morning when I went to bed. And when I woke up, which was like my night's sleep, when I woke up, the same live stream was still playing. I kid you not. 5 hours and some minutes. One live stream that I did, and 5 hours, and it was hilarious. And when I woke up and started watching, it was like a comedy show. But I was like, the only reason they got played by me, the star of the show in my house, is because I was asleep. Had I been awake, I'm not about to tie my TV up for 5 hours. Or my computer, maybe, whatever I'm not using, I will, my iPad, something, but if I'm using everything, I'm not doing it anyway. All right. Why Love say hello, wonderful wonderful couples, okay. And all the couples of the world. Please thumbs up. Yeah, hit that thumbs up button. I don't say that enough, man. You know, it's a little thumb down there. The math ain't math. Yeah, it ain't, man. Two people can't. That ain't facts, people. I'm just saying, man. I never thought of that until recently about the boot camp and the kids analogy. I never thought of that, but that's what really happened. Hey, speaking of what, Dion in here. Dion just texted me right when I was going to go live. And he said, great talk, Rod. I don't know if he's still in here, but he's in the military. He just got promoted to E7, which is a chief petty officer. And I retired as an E8, which is a senior chief petty officer. And he can attest to what I'm talking about boot camp. There may be some other people in here that went through that. It's crazy because, you be honest, you have to learn at least in the Navy, you have to learn a whole new language. Like, I'm going to tell y'all as I read these comments. YFC said, you're a preacher. Thank you, man. Thank you, fam. Hey, man, I'm going to call you, man. I'm going to call you. If you don't answer, I know you're busy. Get it off your chest. Yeah, man, 2025 will be epic for you. God got you. Thanks. And this brother always, in some of my darkest days where my mind was blank, I couldn't come up with any content. Now I'm all over the place. I'm all over YouTube, different channels, talking about 6 different things. And one of my goals is I did it before, but I had less channel. But I want to drop a video on every channel in one day. That's one of my goals. But I don't want to batch record. I want to record and drop, not live. Record, drop, record, drop, record, drop. Just go around the clock. All channels one day. I'm gonna do it soon. But anyway, you're preaching. Get it up to yeah, man. But hey, Dion can attest to that boot camp, man. And one of the things, like, your favorite couple, speaking to Dion. Dion been rocking with me for a while, about the same length of time as your favorite couple. Dion saying, hey, keep up with the Griffin, said hashtag preach. I can't get no t-shirt to say that because sometimes I don't fit the preaching mode, you know. Getting got in trouble with the big man. What is a gas station? I don't know if you got it, Wilder, but Kayla Mar, man, go to their channel. Kayla Mar, they and they be so happy. They literally like go to like. I mean, I can understand Buc-ee's now. You go to Buc-ee's, I ain't taking no woman to Buc-ee's, but if you want to pretend you're on a date at Buc-ee's, ain't nothing wrong with that because they got a lot of stuff. They got stuff you ain't never heard of, like pumpkin carrot mousse and other stuff, you know, like stuff you just ain't ever heard of. Brisket sandwiches. Who sells that at the game? I ain't eating it, but I will at Buc-ee's, but I ain't gonna eat it at 7-Eleven. But then you go to 7-Eleven and you go there to chip out, they got little bootsy hot chips and all. I ain't eating that, but they go to gas stations. I ain't talking about Buc-ee's, and they gotta go to a channel, and they dear, are you having Sprite or Dr. Pepper? Neither. I'm gonna have Power. Because Marcus, this shirt I'm wearing, they might take it back. Is for them people that like to get swole. See, I don't want to have all the muscles and stuff, man. Never did. I mean, I got a few, but I ain't never want to be walking around like this here. Can't move still. No. Plus, I heard some things about them. But anyway, moving on. It's the salute. Yep. And you know, technically, Navy, we don't salute inside with an Army. I can't remember in the rings. I know an Army will. And they'll salute without a hat. Like, if you ever watch me in a live, even though it's super duper improper, like Dion and I, he's the E7, I retire E8. We would never salute one another because we're both enlisted. We both signed up. We enlisted for the Navy. So we would, when you enlisted, when you see two people salute, it's an enlisted person saluting an officer out of respect. And half of them you couldn't stand because they didn't deserve it. I mean, I've been here 10 years. I got some little popcorn Paul coming over here straight out of college thinking he'd know how to do something about to get me and him killed. So it just bugged me. But I was fortunate enough to have 2 African-American commanding officers on 2 different ships. One of them reached out to me a couple of days ago on Facebook. A couple of times. He liked a couple of things I posted. Thanked me for which. Anyway, so it's just amazing, man. That's what that is. But so when you see me salute, if you see me do only 2 fingers, and I do it like this here, if I'm in a live and I do 2 fingers, that person wasn't in the military. I'm just showing some kind of love. So right now, Anwar made that comment. If I do this here, that's the utmost respect. Me salute. Now, if you see me break down and do a full salute while I'm doing that, even though both of us enlisted, if Dion just said, hey, Rod, like Vince Lawson coming here and say senior. My name is not senior, but my title in the military was senior chief, and they just said senior. And I might do that. I might salute him. Notice, the Army salute like this. The Navy always do it like this, so you can't see what's in the palm of our hands. Telling y'all too much. All right, go join. You can learn the rest of it. I am going to tell y'all some funny stuff, though, about this whole new language I had to learn. I was confused, man. I left Arkansas and went to boot camp, and candy was no longer candy. Rod is showing his old way. Candy was called Gidunk. I don't even know. I think it's Giddunk. Gidunk. I don't know who came up with these names, Gilligan or Skipper, but we got to label our emojis. No, man. No, don't do that, man. I think it's pointing or poking or something like that. But I can't tell. And sometimes I don't be knowing. But so it's the Geet Up. People used to say, hey man, where you at? Hey, I'm going to get some candy. Oh, you go into the Geet Up machine. Hey, can you give me a snicker? And then the ceiling is the overhead. The floor is the deck. It's for you cruisers out there. When y'all hear these little words and y'all think y'all be saying something, it's way more than what y'all hear. Like 4 is the front of the shelf, aft is the back. Floor is the deck, ceiling is the overhead. Wall is a bulkhead. Overhead, bulkhead, man, I was so confused. So confused. And then the water machine is the scuttlebutt. It's not a water fountain, it's called scuttlebutt. Who made up these words? They should have had 2 verses. I'm just being real talking right. They should have had this version and then maybe the black version or something, because I was lost. Hey, all right, take a break, 5 minutes. Everybody hits a scuttlebutt. And then I don't know what we're going. I don't know. And then the bathroom is the head. So, man, imagine being 19 years old and you done learned all your life. Your mama was working in the school system. You know, she like, why her and why love's kind of alike. And your whole life you talk proper English. And you get over here, you got to learn a whole new language that don't mean nothing. I'm telling y'all, man, life has been something else for me. And then when I got out, I found myself still talking like that, you know. Hey, I'm getting ready to go to the head. Don't let nobody put no extra words up in there. It really came out messed up. Like I'm out to dinner, and y'all excuse me, trying to be, like I got some sense. I don't just get up and slang my chair. I get up. Y'all excuse me, I'm getting ready to go to the head. Oh, what you say you about to go do? I'm going to the. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to the bathroom. And this was really happening, man. And people over here thinking I'm talking about other stuff. Off topic, but are you going on the cruise? I want to, man. I gotta get. I need some help going on the cruise, man. Keeping Up with Griffin want me to go. Can y'all watch all the videos I ever made? It don't cost you nothing. All you gotta do is press your Fire Stick button, play, and get to YouTube somehow, and then go to Points Blank, whatever, and just press play, and go on a date. Matter of fact, go on a gas station date, then come back and have a living room date, and then turn that into a watch ride the rest of the night date. And then, yes, I'll be going on a cruise. All right, man, let me quit playing, man. I'm having too much fun. I know. Boy, I might go live tomorrow. I don't know. I might talk about which crossed the road, which came first, the chicken or the egg. That's dumb stuff. I don't know who, but I don't know if I ever got the answer to it. Me and I. Why love crime? I'm here, bro. Okay, hey man, okay? I hope you writing something about this, because this is a paragraph. Boot camp absolutely was a life-changing experience. You ain't lying. It was like a comedy show for me, but you can't laugh. Can you imagine going to watch the Keys of Comedy, but you can't laugh, or Mud Ear and you can't laugh, or Eddie Murphy and Richard and you can't laugh? Boy, that was torture, man. The stuff I heard, and I'm over there holding my breath, tugging my ear, trying not to breathe, because, man, I heard some funny stuff, boy. And it was hilarious. Anyway, I went in August 2005. Oh, man, you went to that, can I order a cheeseburger boot camp? I'm just messing with you, Dion. Don't get offended now. You one of them youngsters. I'm going to tell y'all when I went to boot camp. And Dion, I'm going to test that. It's a world of difference. I left home as a fresh out of high school graduate and came home as a young man with discipline and structure. Yep. Well, I did some other things. I left home as a graduated high school, should have been honors, didn't. Went to college, dropped out of that. Tried to hang out in the streets. That didn't work too well. And then I went to the Navy and came back a young man. But, y'all, I went into the Navy, and I still celebrate it every year. By myself. I don't have no balloons on the house and no flags outside and all that. I just remember it and pay homage to it. But I joined the Navy September 5th, 1989. Imagine this, y'all. I want y'all to think about this torture. And to me it was. It really ain't torture, but this experience. So you got a little country boy that tried everything in the world and ain't nothing working. The last hope is the military. And that's how they think, Arkansas. Boy, you got 2 choices. This is my mama talking. You can either go down to the factory, which wasn't happening, or you could join the military. I said, man, let me weigh my odds here. Air Force, I don't like flying. It ain't happening. Army, 2 grenades, 1 machine gun. I ain't fighting like that. I need a bunch of stuff. Then they be leaving people over there. I ain't doing them or the Marine. I got the Navy. I can't even swim, man. Well, I guess I ain't going to none of them. And then my mama came to me with those famous black mother words. Well, I don't know what you about to do, Rob, but you about to get up out of here. I said, oh, I ain't got nowhere to go. Any, many, mighty, more. I'm going to go to the Navy. At least if I swim, somebody might see me and save me. I don't know. And to this day, y'all, I cannot swim. All right. So, Dion, 1989, man, it was crazy. But they was cussing you out. And it was just funny. Because I came from a place where getting cussed out was normal. The Navy changed my life. Bro, me too, man. And the training you get in the Navy, y'all, you go to school. I was going to school in the Navy for free. I was taking crazy classes like that would help me nowhere in my future. We going to try to remember all these salute rules, right? Yeah, man, it ain't no, well, Navy not inside, Army inside. They open their hand, I think we close our hands. And like I was watching JT's son come in for boot camp, man, and I be getting chills. Like even the national anthem, man. When I was like in high school, I might stand up, I might not. Now, uniform or not, I'll stand up. Hat off. I be doing the stuff that the old people used to do when I was a little boy. Yep. The Geeduck is the spot. See? Here we go. Now, oh, wait till I tell y'all. I remember asking to go to the bathroom and getting yelled at, being told, shipmate, it's the head. Yeah, they used to scream. I said, notice how you got all them caps? It was way like, it ain't a cap on this computer that can get as big as they yelled at you. But then when I got to the ship, they had these alarms, y'all, every morning. So when you hear something every day, you start not to pay attention to it. Now, I'll give you a prime example. In Texas, every Wednesday, 1 o'clock, the tornado siren go off. So when I hear the tornado siren, now if I hear it in the middle of the night, I will, but I don't pay no attention. They test it. Whoop-de-doo. Well, every day, right after colors, when they lower the flag, but if you have to see it, no lower flag. So at 8:05, I think, they do the testing of the chemical, biological, and radiological and collision alarm. But they don't say, but they'll say this is a test, it's only a test. And then it'll be beep, boom, 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 beep, beep, all these little sounds, right? I ain't paying attention to that. I'm 19, I know everything. When they run, I'm running. When they sit still, I sit still. That's all I need to know. So I had to be in the worst spot in the world, the bathroom. And all I heard, and it wasn't no 8:05. I was like 11 or something. I heard, I'm like, oh my God, what alarm is that, man? Do I need a gas mask? Is that a fire alarm? Oh Lord, ain't nobody here with me. I'm by myself. Trying to get situated and get my clothes together, which I didn't. I guess I said, what happened? The next thing you heard, dong, 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 dong. I said, oh Lord, there's more sound. And then we went to battle stations. Even when you ain't battle, if you fighting for the ship, I'm like, oh my God, whatever. I say, hey man, this might sound crazy, but what we doing right now? Is this for real? This a joke? Because the Navy got so many drills and reels, I don't know what he said, this ain't no joke. And what you just heard was a collision. We just got hit by the USS Downs. Look it up. I was on the ship. We got hit by another big ass ship and a whole big ass hole in the ship. And all the alarms and the words and people trying to talk to me one after one. All I saw was movies. Movies of the ship sinking and the people having to jump off and swim. And Rod going to be standing on there till they get to water where I can just step across and go and drown because I can't swim. That's a true story, y'all. I promise you that happened. All right, y'all, we're going to get out of here, man. Seriously. We at the bottom? I think we are. How many people are here? Yeah, 4. All right, good. I don't know if you were ever stationed overseas. Nope, Rob. But I came home in 2018 after living in Atsugi, Japan for 5 years. It took me 3 months to stop saying thank you and good morning in Japanese. Yeah, what is that? I don't know about good morning. I know it's konnichiwa and arigato, konnichiwa, arigato. Yeah, and then the bowing, man. They bow, you bow, they bow, everybody keep bowing. Yeah, I've been over there a couple times, man. Otaru, Muran, Yokosuka a couple times, Sasebo, Tokyo. Yeah, I was going to try to get citizenship over there, but I don't think I fit the bill, man. Something didn't jive with them. But y'all, hey, man, notice towards the end, I turned, and prior to this live, I'm not going to lie, I was a little down. I don't know Kyren Lacy. I don't know him. I'll be honest, I never seen him play football. But what I do know is another young man, could have been a young woman, that's no longer here, that won't experience the ups and downs of life. And I can tell you, most people, we all gonna probably have ups and downs, but most people have more ups and downs. As I get ready to get out of here, man, I need y'all to do me a favor. I don't know who your community is. Your community may be a community of 3. Your unity may be 2. And you are the I. So be it. It's better than nothing. The youngsters, some of the people that are our age and some of the people that are older than us, they need somebody. Some of them may be ashamed to go to a family member. They may be scared to go to a friend because of gossip. They may be afraid of being judged because they're no longer Bobby or no Charlie, because where I come from, everybody had a nickname. They may be afraid to get a new nickname, where for all their life been Charlie and they going through something now, they're no longer Charlie, they crazy Charlie. Don't act like I'm the only one that ever experienced that. So I feel like it's my duty. Yeah, growing up, all the stuff I accomplished, that was cool. Medals, 4 YouTube awards, the watches, the cars, the clothes I wanted, all that was cool, right? Whoop-de-doo, I accomplished it. But now I have a different accomplishment that I want to achieve. And that is when young people, and it happens because I sit outside my driveway during the hot months, and they don't know my name, but they'll speak, "How you doing, sir?" Because I take the time to talk to them. Or if I rarely carry cash, but if the right person, and I can typically tell, asks me to hold a borrow, I don't know how I'm gonna get paid back, but can they have $1 at 7-Eleven? I may give them a 5. A lot of what people are going through right now, I want y'all to think about this. It's people that join the military. It could be pretty dangerous. People that ended up in prison. People that ended up in gangs. And people that took themselves out. And all they were looking for, they weren't looking for attention. They were looking for someone to listen and help. There's a difference between attention and helping someone. Matter of fact, y'all gonna hear it. There's a lot of words I won't use and I don't like, and help is one of them. And I was told by a guy I worked for a long time ago, 2009. He said, here we don't use the word help because I don't know any handicapped people that need help. I know people with disabilities that need assistance. That stuck with me forever. Hey man, is there anything I can assist you? Can I help you with something? Yeah, give me some money. Pay for everything I'm about to. Y'all give me anyway, man. I gotta roll, y'all. No, man, you ain't hijacking nothing to me. I mean, ain't nobody else talking, so you ain't bothering me. Dion says, sorry to hijack the comments, bro, but we would definitely have to link up when we're in the same area. I will be coming to Dallas soon. Much love, man. So let me know. All right, y'all. Anyway, do me a favor, man, for the 5 real homies that's in here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You never know when I may go live. I can tell you right now, we can't change yesterday, and we can't predict tomorrow, but we can take care of what we're going through today. That's just a little note from ROD, from PBE. As I always end each and every live stream, do me a favor, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you're going to be amongst the stars, baby. I can guarantee you. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. In some kind of way, I lost my music disappeared. I don't know where it went. But, so I ain't going to even do none of that stuff. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Boy, if it's over here, I'm about to cry. Nah. Anyway, I don't know where it is, man. So we ain't gonna worry about all that. I think we're just gonna ride into the sunset in silence, man. And remember, I played the intro about grinding. Grinding ain't always working. A lot of my success, grinding came from me only lifting my fingers. And that was turning the pages of the book, learning something. With that being said, y'all make sure y'all do your boy a favor. Check out the channels on the Points Blank Network. We do have, to the left, Points Blank Travel, the flagship of the network. We talk about credit. We talk points, miles, cashback, and how to travel for little or no money out of your pocket. You have the Points Blank experience. We are on that channel right now. In the middle, you have the Points Blank Network logo. Right of that, we have Investing with Rob, where I teach you how to invest on a budget. No, I do not invest for you. I just tell you what I'm doing. It's up to you whether you want to roll with the big dogs or pee like a puppy. And what I mean by that, if you want to make some money or live paycheck to paycheck, it's your decision. Anyway, the final one, well, next to the final, we got Points Blank Gumbo, the newest channel on the network, which is actually a podcast. And then we have Points Blank Clips, where I take the long live streams like tonight, find perfect little 2 to 5 or 2 to 7 minute clips and put them on Points Blank Clips, so you don't have to watch a 1 hour live stream. You just watch 7 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or something you're interested in. With all that being said, man, I got to ride, baby. I ain't even got a horse. Got to ride into the sunset, man. I hope y'all have a blessed and prosperous day. Oh, today's Monday. I'm about to say a blessed and prosperous weekend, man. Woo, this retired stuff had you jacked, man. Anyway, y'all have a blessed and prosperous week, man. And for anybody out there that's going through something right now, it's got to be somebody. It doesn't have to be a professional, but it's got to be somebody you can talk to. A friend, co-worker, a cousin, a girl you've been liking since the 3rd grade that never gave you no play, but somebody that'll listen. That being said, y'all have a good one, man. Peace.